Hello and welcome to Classic Video Review. If you don't know what this is, I watch a movie on VHS every single day and then I review it. So that's the rules of the game. It's got to be on VHS and I got to own it. So today's movie is none other than The Mask. Now this movie stars Jim Carrey. It's based on a comic book by... Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. I got them. By Dark Horse Comics. The Mask. Now, this is not this. This is a more comedic take. This is a very, brutal in your face. I don't even know how to explain it, but I love it. This is one of my favorite comics of all time. Definitely my favorite Dark Horse. But we're not here to talk about the comic. Jim Carrey plays this guy named Stanley Ipkiss, who works at a bank. He's kind of just down on his luck. He lives with his dog Milo, has an apartment. His landlord, this little old lady who's mean to him. Everyone's pretty much mean to him. Dogs on him. Gets taken advantage of. He gets this rental car because he takes his car to get checked out for something small. Ends up being thousands of dollars worth of stuff. And just totally, like I said, taking advantage of him. Goes to this nightclub. They don't allow him in. And he's driving this beat up rent-a-car. It falls apart in the middle of a bridge. He ends up looking over the bridge thinking that he sees somebody drowning. And so he climbs down and goes in there and ends up just being a mask, a green mask, which is the mask of Loki. Anyways, but you don't really find that out until, Son of Mask. That's a whole different movie. But I guess it's kind of like a weak sequel, something like that. Anyways, he gets the mask. He at one point tries to put it on and it sucks his face and he just throws it and he just continues on, and then for whatever reason, one stormy night, he just puts it on, and then bam, he just spins around, outfit changes. I mean, when the mask is on, he's invincible. He can do whatever he wants, take the shape and form of whatever he wants. He loves cartoons, and so everything that he's ever watched, cartoon-wise, just all fuses into this. Cameron Diaz, she plays in, I think this is one of her first roles. She works with this mob, which she really isn't a good person. The movie kind of makes her out to be, but she's, at the end of the day, she's not. It's actually the redhead chick that is the good person. So yeah, The Mask has some really interesting... Okay, let me just put this way. This is a very good movie based on a comic book movie that has pretty much nothing to do with the comic book itself. You have some of the characters, which, by the way, the police detective that's after Stanley, because he is the one who mainly wears the mask in the comic. But for being two totally different things, this is still a great film. This went on to do a sequel, like I said, which didn't do good. And then an animated series, which I thought did really great. They did great toy line for this film. The special effects for being in the early 90s, 94, still holds up today. Honestly, I enjoy it. Here's the back of it so you guys can see. Even the dog wears the mask at one point. The big bad mobster guy, he wears the mask at one point. So, 1 out of 5 stars. What do I got to give The Mask? Let's see, this says marvelously attentive comic entertainment, wonderfully wacky. I don't hate it. I don't super love it. I give it a 3.5. I think that's fair. I think a 3.5 on The Mask is pretty good. I'm trying to think of what app you could probably find this on. Maybe Tubi? I know it ain't on Max or Peacock. I don't know. I always say go with the big 3. Tubi, Amazon, and Netflix. I don't think Netflix has it, though. But, anyways, guys, if you haven't seen the Mask, Go check it out. It's a really good movie. I watched it not too long ago with my daughter, and she found it entertaining. She's 4 years old. There's some, like, adult jokes in this film that when I was a kid I didn't pick up on and understand until later on, but it's a good movie. So, hope you guys enjoyed this one. I will see you again tomorrow. Goodbye.